everybody. Welcome to Film Refresh Pod.
Oh, wait. What's happening?
We're doing a podcast.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading the Odyssey.
Oh. That's crazy.
I was sleeping. My bad.
That's why you brought those books out?
Yeah, I'd like to be well read.
That's insane. Anyways, we're going to do introductions. This is our first episode of doing a podcast, so something new. I've always wanted to do a podcast, and I have two roommates that love film like I do, and we talk about it a lot, so I thought it'd be cool to talk about films. So kind of how this podcast is going to work is we're going to watch 3 movies a month, and each episode we're going to break down that movie on why it's either really bad, really good, our ratings, what we like, and at the end give it a rating. I'm your host, the Alek Wells, and next to me I have
Chris.
Is that what you want to do? You don't want to do your last name?
Chris
Lego.
Lopolis.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay, cool. That's Chris Legolopoulos.
Yes, sir.
At the
And
end of the
then-
table,
I'm Cameron.
Cameron.
Yep.
You guys don't want to do last names, dude?
No, I'm not into doxing myself.
Wow, that's crazy. Hey, by the
See,
way,
now he's by himself.
By the way, our apartment number unit is
517.
Apartment B 517.
B517, downtown Colorado.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sick. Cool. So,
Boulder.
all right. So this episode, we're going to be talking about a movie close to my heart. It's one of the first movies I ever watched that deeply impacted me, and that movie is The Life of Pi. So I think did y'all watch this movie together or?
No, we didn't watch
No.
it together.
We watched it together. That's
Correct,
right, dude.
yeah.
My memory's horrible.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
So yeah, I watched this in like middle school for the first time with
Oh,
my
yeah,
mom.
I think I was in middle school.
Yeah.
First time I watched it with my parents as well.
Yeah, I remember. We were in her bedroom on this, and we were watching it on this tiny little TV, like 10 feet away. It was horrible, but this time was definitely way more entertaining.
I was honestly surprised, like, how much of it I remembered, especially like once you get past the halfway point, like just how much, because I probably saw it like 12 years ago. Well, maybe not that. Maybe like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
We watched it together like 2 years ago.
No, I wasn't there for that.
Oh,
That's
Actually,
crazy.
Oh, okay. That's awkward.
see, he thinks I was there, but I was not.
Dude, we just forget Cameron a lot.
Of course they do.
Cool. So directed by Ang Lee. He did. I kind of want to go through. I'm gonna do like all the crew, a lot of the crew, and I'm gonna go through some of their previous works.
Okay.
So, starting from most recent, and we don't have everything on here. I don't have everything on here, but Gemini Man, 2019.
Terrible
That's
movie.
a great movie.
I have not seen it.
Contrast of opinions.
And then we have Brokeback Mountain, 2005. I've heard that one's good. Also
Yeah.
have not seen it.
Same.
We
don't
have
want to.
I think it's not the original, but the Hulk 2003.
I think that's the first movie adaptation of Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also wrote the first comic too.
Ang Lee did?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I forgot you.
Because isn't he Stanley's younger brother?
Dude, that would be crazy. If
His
he
step.
was, dude, my
It's
research was terrible.
his stepbrother.
His
Stepbrother.
His stepson.
No, stepbrother.
Yeah.
Tough. Okay, then Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in 2000. The Wedding Banquet, 1993.
Oh, I love that. Oh my! Wait, he did that?
1993.
I haven't seen it.
Starting off strong.
I figured that. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. He did a lot of stuff, but that's it. Okay, now we have the writers. I actually didn't write anything else they've done, so sorry.
Got him.
Yan Martel and David McGee.
I think that may have. Do you know the writer of the book? Because it may be Yan Martel
It probably is one of them.
or
I can check for you
Jan.
if you want.
I have it. I mean, it's online.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all keep talking. I'll find it. Have you read the book? Have either of y'all?
Yeah,
read
I have
it?
not read the book.
No, I haven't.
I've always wanted to, and I've come very close a few times because my sister has it, and I've just always passed by. It's also a very appealing book because it's really just like a very simple cover with like the blue font. It's kind of a very classic, like a very classy book design. So I've always like really been tempted to read it, but I've just never got around to it.
Yeah. Yan Martel is the author of the book.
Yeah, I wish I had read it before I watched it though.
It's
Next time next time we'll read every book before we watch.
Oh, that's
the movie.
crazy, dude. That's insane.
The book club as well.
I'm not a reader. That's
so the
all right. So my next choice is 50 Shades of Grey.
Hey, that's at the end.
The syntax of this movie was of the words, the sentences of the book.
What?
If we are a book club.
Oh god,
That's insane.
Is very impactful.
the prose.
Yeah, the prose.
Yeah. Very strong.
I forgot what syntax even meant.
The white space. It speaks for itself.
Okay.
Okay. So next we have cast.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people I haven't seen before. Suraj Sharma as Pai Patel, the younger, the teen Pai Patel, the one on the raft. By the way, there's gonna be spoilers. I don't know if I should have said that. It's a film podcast, so.
Yeah, I will say, the assumption is with each of these episodes is that, we'll give you, with the first one we weren't able to, of course, because this is our first podcast, but with each one we'll kind of announce what movie we're watching next, so then y'all will be able to watch the movie, and then, we'll be able to spoil everything, and it won't matter.
Yeah. So, sick. Next guy is Adult Pai Patel. Irfan Khan. Sorry if I'm not saying these names correctly.
You need to practice the names. This
Yeah.
is really embarrassing.
I wish they had it
we're gonna
on-
find out that Ang Lee's
You need to
pronounced.
practice the names before
Well, they don't
before you
have,
go on
like,
the
They
podcast.
don't have the breakdown on here, so.
Yeah, I mean it's IMDb. It's not Wikipedia.
Our research team is not Nardwar's research team, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
You're Ang Lee. We have to know. Nardwar should do film interviews. That would be
sick.
awesome.
Oh, that would be so sick.
Well, we need it. You know what? You should be Nardwar, but for film interviews.
That would be.
But you're not nearly awkward enough, and your
Well-
fashion sense isn't nearly bad enough.
That's
What? Are you
His
saying
fashion
Nardwar
sense-
doesn't have a good sense
No,
of
he
fashion?
does have good
His-
fashion in a bad way.
Dude,
No, he does.
his
As in, it
fashion-
fits him.
his
Like,
fashion
obviously, he
sense
looks
is
great.
extraterrestrial.
Then it's not bad. What do you
Out of
mean in
this
a bad
world.
way? What are you trying
Because
to
if
say?
anyone else tried to wear what he wore, it looked terrible. But it looks good on him.
That's not true.
If
at all.
anyone else tried to wear a freaking bikini, if we try to wear a bikini, it would look bad. That doesn't mean it looks bad
Well,
on other
speak for
people.
I
yourself.
was gonna say
True.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Confirmed Nardwar first guest on Film Refresh Pod.
Let's go.
Okay, so next we're gonna do the director of photography, and his name is Claudio Miranda, and some of his movies include The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, 2008, pretty good movie. I like that movie.
Very VFX heavy.
Yeah. I thought for the longest time that the Benjamin Button disease was a real disease after watching that movie. I thought I learned that it wasn't a disease this year as a 23-year-old man.
I thought someone else DP'd it. Am I wrong?
Yeah, well, you are wrong because it's in my notes.
Damn.
Got him.
So you want me to go down to the cast and show?
Well, maybe I'm crazy. I thought it was he
up.
DP'd a Nope, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought he did Life of Pi. So I don't
I
know.
think he was getting to that. Maybe.
Wait, no. Are you cracking jokes right now?
No, I'm not. No.
No.
But I may be wrong. I'm going blank on his name.
Oh, you're oh.
That's Claudio
I
Miranda.
know you're.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about.
Well, sorry to Claudio Miranda.
Is it not?
It's a different guy who DP'd Nope for sure. Different name at least.
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it wasn't Hoytman.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of. I thought
Okay,
he
okay.
did Life of Pi.
Yeah.
He did something around the same time of Life of Pi, I think.
Are you talking? Well, you might be confusing it. Wait, what's his name? David Hoytman?
Hoytman is who I was thinking
Oh,
of.
never
Or I think who
I
did. I think who did.
I
Nope.
thought he did. I thought he did Life
He
of
just
Pi,
won
but
for
I guess he didn't.
Oppenheimer.
I was gonna say because you might be confusing him with the production designer whose name is David Grossman. But I don't know. Anyways,
It was really impressive how David Grotman was able to get all the water in the scene.
True.
yeah,
Yet, there's so much production design in this movie.
dude, the production design is sick.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ocean's Worth.
I enjoy it. It was,
Actually, there's a lot of simple things, like the raft and like everything that's in the raft itself. That's
Yeah.
very. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
all
but-
of the settings. I mean, we're not that far ahead of ourselves. The setting
Yeah,
is
continue.
the setting is just extremely beautiful. But,
Yeah.
yeah, we can get back to that.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about the visual effects.
Okay, so back to DP. He also did Top Gun Maverick 2022.
Okay.
He did Oblivion 2013, and then Chris's favorite movie of all time, which is yet to come out,
Oh.
Agent State Farm
Oh,
2024.
Oh.
What is Agent
yeah,
State
it's
Farm?
starring Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
and
and Jake.
Jake from State
I've
Farm.
never heard of this movie.
Okay, when it comes out, we're going to watch it on the pod.
Wait, is this like a meme, like advertising movie that they're actually making into a movie?
Dude,
I mean, yeah, it's like
A real movie?
Yeah, it's like a real movie.
But it's
that
like a
they're
State
making.
Farm ad.
is it?
Yeah.
Is it like a
That
feature?
is
Yeah, it is.
awful.
I think it's epic.
Let's see.
They've been doing a lot of marketing
Well,
of it. I'm surprised it hasn't come out yet.
I've not heard of this.
It's definitely. I doubt it's gonna play in theaters. It's just like it is like a big marketing thing.
Oh yeah, well it's like they did that for what was that? They had like a KFC dating simulator
Oh
that
yeah,
they released.
they did.
I mean,
do
it's
that.
smart marketing.
Yeah, it's not an actual movie, but a promotional campaign for State Farm Insurance.
Oh, okay.
The trailer serves as an advertisement for the forthcoming series of commercials featuring Schwarzenegger as the protagonist. So I guess it's gonna be a lot of commercials.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it on him. I thought it was shot beautifully.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
Definitely one of the strongest aspects. I mean, I think it maybe has more to do with. Obviously, the DP did a great job, but I think Ang Lee's direction is what makes this movie.
Oh yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
And oh man, I forgot his name. But I've been listening to the Team Deacons podcast, and they had a guest on who's like big in he like did a bunch of commercials, like big commercials, and he was talking about your like cinematography only looks good if you have a production designer who knows what they're doing.
I mean, that makes
And
sense.
dress the set.
Yeah.
So, gonna hold that over every DP's head. So yeah, then next we're going to production design, led by David Gropeman, who did Hairspray, 2007, Chocolat, 2000, August, Osage County, 2013, and Burnt, 2015, Burnt, 2023. 24. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Alek's version of Burnt will be much better written than the other version of Burnt.
Also won't be titled Burnt.
Those are fighting words.
No, that they're
That's
not.
great.
I haven't
The
seen.
movie is so poorly.
I
written.
haven't seen Burn. It's just that.
The writing's so bad. Very good looking movie, but anyway, wrong
Dude,
movie.
Bradley Cooper's gonna come after you.
He is good in that movie, but it's like the writing's ass. It's so
But
bad.
no, yeah, dude, production design just phenomenal. I think it's shot so well. The boat scenes, just amazing.
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of a simple
Mm-hmm.
production design job, but I mean,
I don't.
simple can be hard.
I don't think it's simple. I mean, all the drops of water they put in it. But actually, I think it, especially the beginning, because I like how the movie.
beginning.
I like how the movie and presumably the book is structured. Like there's so much going on, and even like a simple scene like the boat like had to be meticulously thought out in terms of like the props and everything.
Like,
so I think it's done well.
The actual like, and maybe this has more to do with. I know. I guess this really does have to do with the production designer, but the geography of the raft, like what's in the raft.
Yeah.
I feel like they do a really good job of showcasing that, and it really gives you. Because you're on this raft for such a large period of time in the movie, you're able to really get a feel for the structure of it and then where everything's stored and what he's working with basically,
Yeah.
which is important for a survival movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I do feel like there was one time where I was like, dude, how did you get? Where are all those boards from?
I did wonder that
I was
too.
like, that was like the only gripe I had.
There's a few
And
like,
all the
small things.
There's
There's
I guess because the boat is made for like 30 people, but there was like so many. He was using like 5 or 6 oars, but I guess
yeah, I think they have
that
a lot
makes
of
sense.
extras just in
Yeah.
case you lose them.
But yeah. Next we go to editing by Tim Squires. How do you say it? Squyres. Y'all know how to say it? Y'all give it a shot.
It's way harder when you say it.
I'm not
Yeah, I'm not
gonna give it
gonna
a
try
shot.
Hey, good job. Hey, Tim. You did it, man. I didn't write his.
Yeah, the editing was definitely again one of the stronger aspects
Oh
of the
yeah.
movie. I thought
Oh yeah.
lots of fades.
All the transitions, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I feel like I haven't watched a movie recently with that amount of like fades and just transitions like that.
And it could have come across as really cheesy. I think there's one where it's a little too far, which is where they have like there's one where the bars for like the zoo appear like well before the. I'm like, okay, that was a little too far. But I mean, that's such a nitpick.
Dude, my favorite one is when his dad was like swimming in the pool, and then it cuts to him and he's like still swimming off screen. I thought that was so. I enjoyed that a lot. Next we have I didn't write it in here for some reason, but it is music. No, I did write that. Music by Michael Dana, which I didn't really like. I'm sure it was good, but I don't really remember being like, oh,
it was good.
That was fantastic.
I think that there's a lot. I don't know. I think the score was good. I think there's a lot of moments in the movie, and this is mainly just because of a decision that Ang Lee decided to do. Mm-hmm. But there's a lack of score most of the time, so you can really hear the water. You can be immersed, which I think is smart. I do think that there's certain times where I'm like, I do wish there was like a stronger, orchestral score. But again, maybe that just wasn't what he was going for. I'm putting my own expectations on it. But
no, that's fair. I think it's fine.
It was good for sure.
Yeah.
At the very least, yeah.
Yeah. He did Little Miss Sunshine, 2006.
Great score.
And then he did Moneyball, 2011.
That's so good. Amazing. I think Life of Pi was good. I thought the score was good. I don't think there's a weak element of the movie. I think it all was came together pretty well.
I think we'll get. I don't think there's any like weak part of it.
I
think there's part. I mean, if we can get to that if we want, but
we can do that right now.
I'll say just because this is really the only negative thing to say about the movie that I have. I do think the first 40 minutes, there's a lot of really significant things that need to be in the movie, but I think it could have been trimmed down. And I think in terms of the dialogue and the writing, that is the only time that I'm like, okay, it's not that it's bad. I wouldn't even call it mediocre. Sometimes it's not quite there. And I really find myself, if I ever watch this again, I know for a fact that I'm going to be like waiting for the first section to go away. Because I think that there's a few times where they just repeat like story elements that we don't like. I don't really know if we needed to see. I understand the importance of religion in the actual narrative, right? So I don't think you can like, especially the scene where he goes and like drinks the water in that church. That is an essential scene. Like that couldn't be cut. But then I think there's more parts where like when he's talking about him like being interested in all these different religions. Yeah. I don't think that really has an effect later in the movie, other than him mentioning it later. But I don't think that really affects anything, to be honest.
I mean, I disagree. I think I think the beginning of it, like those first 40 minutes, are like very important because it establishes that the movie isn't just another like shipwreck movie. It's about the life of Pi. No, it's not about the life of Pi when he was stuck on a raft. Yes. It's like kind of like going through his life. I think it establishes a lot of the character elements, and I think the longer that we sit with it, and even if we see him with his like romantic interest, which isn't really relevant to the story, it makes him you start to like connect with him, and stuff, and also with the religion stuff. Like I think that's very important, especially with the other gods. One, because that's just common with like Hindu. There's a lot of like Hindu people who believe in other gods outside of like traditional Hindu religion, and also like one of the main themes of the movie is about faith.
Yeah, which is why I was like, I think the church scenes are very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think I think you get the point across with that, and maybe it's not necessarily down to like just cutting a scene. I would say that it has more to do with the actual editing. That I think the pace of that first section is not very good.
It needs to be slow, though.
No, I agree. I'm not saying that it needs to be fast paced. I just think that there's stuff that could have been trimmed out.
Yeah, I don't. I was going to say that I agree with you, but I don't like. I think all of the religious themes and scenes in the beginning are like I like those.
Yeah,
I think they should say. I was gonna say the introduction of like when he's a little kid and talking about how he got his name and the French hotel and the pool and stuff like that. I thought that was dragged out a little too much, but
I
don't know. Like thinking about it now after what you just said, I don't know. I don't think the pacing is bad at all. Actually,
I mean, I just feel like those sort of moments are very important for the character.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I think more so than just maybe it being there. I just think I think of the writing, even in that church scene, which I really like. The scene when he looks up to the painting of Christ, right, and the line that he says where he's like, "Oh, well, why would Christ give his life for all of these people or whatever?" And the way that it is written is like, yeah, no child would ever talk like that ever. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
I do think
it's a little awkward.
I think the religious leader does say the same thing twice, both flashbacks to him.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, he could have said something better at that point. But
yeah, and I think it's important, but I think it could have been written better.
I don't know. I feel like kids ask questions similar to that, and is it a little unrealistic? Yeah, but it's also really unrealistic, which I guess if you don't want this either, but it's him writing like 1,000 plus of like characters of pi. Like that was just as crazy. So
I think
I don't know.
That's an aspect of like the unreliable narrator that I feel like is definitely present in the whole movie, right? Is that the movie definitely isn't like, oh yeah, well he's lying, but it is him telling the story. So, and the parts where he's younger are going to be, more here's a moment, and that's what's good about the beginning, is that it does feel like these are significant parts of his childhood, yeah. So I mean, it's not like a big criticism, but I think if I'm going to pick anything to pick at in this movie, it's going to be that first section for sure, because I think once he actually gets on the raft, I honestly think the movie is almost flawless. Yeah.
I don't know about flawless.
Almost.
I think the performance could have been a little better in some spots.
Yeah, I think that is a good point to bring up, because I actually think if we're talking about the actor who plays Pi for, I guess, the majority of at least on the raft, right? I actually think there's one scene in particular where he's actually good through a lot of it. Every once in a while, I think just delivery isn't necessarily there. I wonder what the decision was behind, and maybe they explained this in the movie and I just missed it. And I'm sure it was just because of it was like a big budget movie that they probably just thought, oh well, we won't be able to make a lot of money, because that's a common Hollywood thought. But why it wasn't just spoken in not English,
That's a good fair.
And
point.
I think that would have been better.
When they're at the end and he's talking to the two Japanese reporters, I'm like, how interesting would this have been if they didn't understand each other or something like that? Like they were speaking in their native.
Yeah, languages. And again, I'm assuming it's because I don't remember what the budget of this movie was, but I assume it's really big. Hollywood does not like subtitling stuff, so
I also just think it's a product of its time. I feel like it's a pretty recent development where there's like a little bit more like mainstream movies that will be subtitled for like a scene.
True,
but I just think most movies aren't that used to that, and audiences are warming up. So I think it's that. I think also, I don't know if it says it specifically, but his character, I feel like his family is like well educated and with English
to, Canada.
Yeah,
so it would make sense for them to know some.
Yeah, they definitely know English.
Yeah.
Obviously, they know French. I'm sure. So I feel like it, for the most part, it isn't the worst thing. Because I think it makes sense. I don't know. It'd be interesting if it was kind of like Anatomy of a Fall, how there's like freaking 3 or 4 languages spoken in that movie, like interchangeably, and that would have been cool and would have fit the movie. But for the time period it came out, I don't see it having the budget it did for being spoken.
No, which is why I said
I don't even. I feel like that was never even considered. I'm sure maybe very early on. But
yeah.
I wonder if the book was even the book was probably written in English originally.
Yeah,
too,
I have no clue
because I don't know if the author is Indian. I have no clue. He
looked like an American guy.
I believe is. My assumption is he's like Indian American.
That would make sense.
American, but.
And they do at the beginning. They do. I forget that they do have him. He does mention that he's trilingual. Of course, that that doesn't necessarily explain why. In the scenes that do take place in India, like everyone's speaking English, but again, that's just an aspect of probably when the movie was made. In order to get a budget this big,
he's a Canadian.
I do think that would have been more authentic and more interesting if it was.
In it, the characters are have ties to Canada.
Yeah.
Also, maybe he's just white and he's like the character, like the white character, the white Canadian character. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming not. I'm saying for the writer of the book.
Yeah, I was gonna say he could have been the writer.
Are you looking at him now, or
yeah?
Is that? I thought that was the composer that you're looking at.
Oh no, you're right. You are right, because it was the last name in my brain.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? You said something, and I was gonna.
I don't remember. I was talking about the language.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Wait, that's okay. There's no picture of him on here, but he was born in Salamanca, Castilla y León, in Spain.
You can pronounce that, but not the name of the crew.
Well, because their names are like Indian, and I don't. I'm more Spanish.
You
I'm
speak
Spanish.
Yeah.
I have Spanish blood in me, dude.
What was I gonna say? I think the young Pai's performance. I think he does really good. I think he was a new actor or fairly untested actor, if I remember correctly. So I think for what he's like, I think he did great. I do think the best performance is older Pai.
For sure.
He is it Irfan Khan?
He's a pretty significant.
I'm probably mispronouncing. No, yeah, he
sure.
is.
I've definitely seen him in a lot of stuff.
He's amazing. I think he passed away a few years ago, but he is so good.
Yeah.
He has amazing eyes. I think that's like
Yes.
the key. Is his eyes can just see everything.
Yeah, he passed away in 2020, unfortunately. But yeah, what?
He's in a bunch of
I was gonna
things.
say,
Oh yeah, like you're gonna look. Yeah, definitely. I would say probably over 100 movies or at least 100 movies.
He's in Jurassic World.
Yeah.
What was that one? Slumdog Millionaire. There's a lot, yeah.
I don't remember who he is in Slumdog Millionaire. It's been a while since I've seen it. But
He's a police inspector.
okay.
There's a lot of stuff on here.
But yeah. Oh well.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
One thing that I do want to just go ahead and bring up, because I mean, this is like the movie. This is like the thing that people are going to talk about is the visual effects.
Yes, absolutely.
And Ang Lee has obviously been working on big budget movies well before Life of Pi. I don't know for sure, but I would assume that Hulk was the first. Like, oh no, well, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I actually don't know how many VF. I know that's a lot of wire work and removing wires, but I don't know how much of that was on a stage. I know Life of Pi was a lot of it was just shot on like a blue screen, I believe.
I thought they were actually cast away in the production of that film, and they
Of
just
course.
filmed it.
Yeah. GoPros. But the tiger, I mean, like, I don't know if there's even in 2024. I do not know if there's an animal in film that looks as good as the tiger does in 2012. Because here's the thing, I think of how Avengers came out the same year, and don't get me wrong. Like, more recent Marvel movies have had shoddy CGI, but, like, Avengers still had great CGI for the time. Oh, I mean, this makes it look like trash. Like the tiger looks so photoreal. Very rare. There's honestly only a few times where, just because the tiger's moving really fast, where the actual movement, you can tell that it's CG, but that's because someone's having to hand animate that.
Yeah.
But the actual fur itself, the eyes of the tiger are just... It's incredible.
You're talking about the best CGI animal. I think the other one, if we're expanding outside of Life of Pi, is Pumbaa in Lion King 2019. I mean, hey, the visual effects on that is good.
They are good. But that's also, much later.
Isn't that's funny, because in the intro they show a warthog.
And I made that joke, yeah.
Well, you said, hey, it's Timon.
Oh,
wait, is it Timon or Pumbaa? It's Pumbaa.
Pumbaa's the warthog, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He said it wrong.
Hey,
yeah, I did say Timon.
I was like,
But I don't
Simon's
remember.
the meerkat. Lion King 1.5. Where are my fans
it's
at?
a banger.
Also, the special feature game in Lion King 1.5 is so good.
Who's playing that? That's crazy.
The like choose your own adventure.
Oh,
that was awesome.
So
that's crazy.
Since you mentioned the beginning, one aspect of the beginning that I think is really smart filmmaking is how he's mixing the CG animals with real animals. Like, I think one of the first shots is of a giraffe that is CG, and then they go to another shot that's live action animals, and they're really mixing the two. And I think that's very smart. And also, it's crazy because the only reason I notice is because I'm looking at 2024 CGI eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I do not think that in 2012 I really would have noticed that, to be honest.
That was... I didn't even notice... I didn't notice until I saw the elephant, and then I was like, I'm pretty sure that's CGI.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's something, when we watched it, we talked about it, how like smart that was to incorporate live animals and CG animals on screen at the same time. Just so, like, maybe it tricks your audience a little more, I thought that was very smart.
Yeah. And I think the only times that it ever screams at you that it's CG is when it's really going for a more like fantasy moment, and it doesn't need to be photoreal. Like whenever the boat is like, all the animals are running around on the boat and like jumping out and stuff like that.
Well, I was gonna say like when the whale and like
night
scene, that
when
you can tell it's CGI, but it's beautiful.
Oh my goodness, yeah. The use of, again, Ang Lee's direction, like that was really my takeaway from watching this, was I was thinking like, I can imagine how easily this movie could be boring and how it could not be good because I think it would be very easy to take this story and not really tackle the themes like Ang Lee did and able to really showcase the bending of reality, because I think in the end that is what the movie is about like interpreting reality and how you retell reality. And of course really thinking about that and seeing like all this beautiful imagery and all these kind of abstract things where you're like, well, did this actually happen? You kind of hope that it did because it's more interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Do you think what do you think is true in the story? What's your theory?
I think, like Cameron was saying, like obviously with the religious elements of it, is the story is about faith, or just like choosing what you believe in. And I think like this is a tangent, but I think a good example of that is like there's countless like really cool telling of the same thing that's happened like in history. Like there's one where you can say like, oh, like Alexander the Great like beat this guy with his fist and whatever, and then there's one telling where you can say like, oh, but some people say that's actually not accurate and he I don't know, like said sorry and then they hugged or something.
Yeah,
it's like really boring, and there's no proof for either one of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think it's like a good example of I think just like taking what you want from it, which is why for me the first part of it is what happened, like what we see, because I mean he even asked him, he's like, well, what do you believe, like, you know, and that's why he says like, I'll make you believe in God. So didn't make me believe in God, but it made me believe in that, so some type of God.
That's good, but I disagree. I think he was on a boat with human beings.
I agree.
You don't have faith?
No, I do. I think he's trying to say like these people didn't believe the story that I was telling them, so I had to make it something where they would believe. And like a big theme is like Pi sees the souls in animals, but like his dad is like, that's not true. They're not like us. You know what I mean? And then he tells a story about these horrible human beings that this horrible human being that did this horrible thing. But a lot of people don't believe it, and it's like, well, then he changed it to animals. It's like, I don't know how I'm trying to end what I'm saying, but
I think I would say if I'm actually choosing what I think happened, I think it probably is okay. This like awful thing happened on the boat, but at the same time, one, it definitely doesn't matter. I think the movie, like the whole movie is supposed to be like, it doesn't matter. One is more interesting. You know, maybe not more interesting, but like, you know, it's a better story, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just like a beautiful film. Like the way that the visual effects are used. I love how often he's playing with water. Like you're talking about the uncle who's swimming in the water. There's like that undershot where he's just like floating in space basically, and there's no water present. And they do that a couple times where like they have the boat. It's an overhead shot of the boat just sitting in the water with just a black void around it. I love these shots like that because it really isolates him. And just taking the water out adds to the amount of presence that it has when it brings it back, you know?
That was when he's swimming in the pool and all you see is the sky behind him. I love that shot. That shot was amazing. That also is the one where he transitions and he's like swimming off screen. But anyways, cool. Let's get into a segment I have titled I am DB, you are not.
You are DB.
I'm DB.
You are dumbbell.
I am the best.
Oh, the baby. Not. You're the baby.
Big the baby.
The baby. I am the baby. Let's go. Anyways, so this is I went through IMDb and I looked at the facts section and the goofs section. And some I just have like written in here that I thought were interesting, but there's some in here that I put them in question form. So I'm gonna ask you the question. You two are gonna compete against each other.
Okay.
And
Are we like Jeopardy? Like whoever says it
no,
first?
no. This is the whiteboards.
Oh.
This is the whiteboards.
Oh, okay.
So this is mine for later.
Gotcha.
So grab your whiteboards and you're gonna write it down.
Okay.
And then
Right, if it's true or not.
well, there's gonna be multiple like different
Okay.
questions. You'll
Okay.
you'll get the point. But what's at stake here? It's not just any game. I thought this might be cool, so I'm gonna suggest it now.
$1 million.
But so
Pizza party.
when we do so like if you win 5 of the end games of the podcast,
Okay.
you get a token or a card or something, and what you can do with that token or card is veto somebody's movie for next month.
Yo,
and
that's
make
funny.
it your own.
Okay.
Wait, make it your
So
own?
you have two, like you can
That's
say,
crazy.
no,
That's
we're not
dirty.
watching
Dude, that is
That's
dirty.
really dirty.
That is dirty.
So I mean, we can workshop that.
Wait,
a
so
little
it's
bit if you
5.
want.
And how many games are there?
There's just one. So like today will be one.
So
And
Oh,
five
there's 5.
episodes.
so if you
at
win
least.
5 episodes.
Oh, I see
you'll
what
get
you're
a
saying.
token.
Okay. That
Yeah,
makes it a
okay.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
That's
not
still
every episode.
dirty.
That
That's
is
still
dirty.
We
See,
can
but I will say, doesn't it make if it does? If we want to team up, it makes more sense if we have a pact to only do this to Alek.
You can do it to mine.
To only veto his movie.
I live
No, I'm
by
just kidding.
my.
What if I veto my own movie?
That would be weird. Okay, so we'll start. I'm pretty sure all these are actually questions for this one.
Okay.
Okay, don't look at my screen.
Okay.
Ang Lee, this is the fact section.
Okay.
Ang Lee hired Steve Callahan as a nautical consultant in 1982. Whoa, I read that wrong. In 1982, Callahan survived adrift on a rubber lifeboat in the Atlantic after a sailboat sank.
So he got. Oh, sorry. Couldn't you?
How many days was he on the ocean?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say probably 11 or 49. Probably
Okay.
49.
I'm gonna say like 3 or 4.
You're supposed to write. You understand what?
Yeah,
you're
I was memeing. I'm not actually gonna write that.
Write it down.
Yeah.
So he
Well, I
can
thought
see
you were
it.
gonna give us a multiple choice.
No, you're not getting a multiple choice.
You said it was multiple choice.
What did I say? I've never said.
He
it
did
was
say some of them would be multiple choice, not all of them.
Well, yeah, some will be like in the format of like true or false.
Okay.
There's no
Okay,
like
okay.
multiple choice. Though.
Gotcha.
Okay, I
But
see.
not
Okay.
a lot of them are like that. And if you guys ask for a hint, I could give you a hint, but it's up to you. For this one, I'll give the point to whoever's closest.
I have a good question for the hint.
Okay.
Okay, would you say the amount of days is closer to your rating? Wait, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, bad hint. You're not
Yeah, bad hint.
Okay, do y'all both have something?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show it.
Oh, close guesses.
Ooh.
Cameron put 42, but he's not showing it to the
Yeah,
camera.
it's 42.
Oh,
I
It's okay,
choose
say it out loud.
51.
Okay, well, Chris gets that point. It was 76 days.
Dang, yeah, I figured it might be higher.
Yeah. So, oh shit, I don't. Hold on.
I'm actually a little bit of a nautical expert myself.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Crazy. Okay. Next question.
Okay.
Who was originally cast as the writer, but Ang Lee felt he was too famous for the role and would have been distracting?
Oh,
the writer.
That's a
Yeah,
good question.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a good question because so 20.
And
Well,
I'll
I don't
give-
think this is the answer, but I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Ice Spice.
Do y'all don't want to hint?
Final answer, Ice Spice.
Y'all no.
Okay.
This is really gonna highlight how bad my handwriting is,
Ice Spice was.
and also I don't know how to spell his
Yeah,
last.
she's like
Anyway,
our age, I think.
Anyways, okay, so this is how this one will work. You'll show me, and if you're both wrong, we'll go back and forth, and then whoever gets it.
Like
Okay.
rapid
It's like
fire.
you'll just say.
so it
out
must
loud.
be a pretty obvious name then, because they're like he's
I
assuming
don't know
I'll
if
be able to
it's.
guess
I don't
it.
know if it's super obvious.
Yeah,
but
I-
it's someone I know y'all know it.
I know him.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Go ahead and. I feel like you're peeking.
I'm not looking. I'm
Okay.
not looking.
Okay,
Go ahead and flip your boards.
I put
Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio as
I
well.
put Leo.
That is wrong.
Dang.
Dude, we were on the same
He
track.
kind of looked like Leo, especially at that time.
Okay.
And I was like, I was thinking the year, and I'm like, okay, give us a hint.
Ooh.
Not a too obvious of a movie.
Someone who's too famous.
Dude, that. Ooh.
I feel like Leo was at least close.
I don't know.
think
Yeah.
we're
I
close
don't
to
know
that
how
one.
obvious this is, but Leo and this person have been friends since a young age.
Oh, okay, well, I know who it is.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who he's friends with. Has he worked with them before?
I don't know actually.
They have. Well, I'm not gonna. That gives away.
Huh. Oh,
I feel like that's a good hint.
I think that's a good hint.
Yeah.
Mainly because I got it from it.
But I don't think that's because you knew it, but it wasn't so obvious, you know.
Well, you said
I'll help you because this might help you. I don't know but they actually were in a movie together that was famously they have prevented from being released because they were very young in it and probably bad.
Ghostbusters 3.
Okay, just say it.
Okay, I put Tobey Maguire.
Yes, it was Tobey Maguire.
Toby.
Yeah, they grew up together. Well, maybe they didn't grow up together, but I think they were in college or like they studied acting together, and they were in a movie called Don's Plum, which the
I've never heard of this.
Director was able to release like a handful of years ago, but it was shot in like late 90s, early 2000s or something. And they prevented it from being released. Again, I think it's just because they were probably bad in it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So they went to college because didn't Leo has been acting since he was a child. So I'm surprised he went to college.
I've seen pictures of them as young kids together.
So yeah, I'm not really too familiar with like Tobey Maguire's really early career. So I don't know if he was like acting at a young age along with Leo. Yeah. I'm not really familiar.
I don't know. Anyways, next question. This is something that I know you're going to be excited to talk about, Cameron.
Okay.
The VFX studio, Rhythm and Hues, won an Academy Award for this film. This was 2 weeks after what happened to the company?
I told Chris this.
See, this is why you shouldn't be talking.
I know.
Before the podcast.
I screwed myself.
All right. Y'all good?
Yep.
Flip them and say them out loud.
All right. Bankrupt.
Wrong. They went bankrupt.
Actually, I have it written as they filed for bankruptcy. So that's a point for both of y'all.
Okay.
Yo, let's go.
Okay. The main reason was that there were many substance changes without paying for the extra work. Ang Lee did not even mention the VFX team at the Oscars. Most of the work in this film was done by this team. There's also a short documentary about this named Life After Pi, which is I'm very interested. I want to watch that.
I want to say maybe Corridor Digital mentioned it on one of their videos, and I remember watching a part of it.
That's interesting. I'm sure they've broken this down.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good to watch. Okay, next question. How long is Pi on the lifeboat for?
That is a very good question that I don't know the answer to.
Again, this one will be closest to it. I will give y'all a hint. I don't know if this hint will be helpful or harmful.
Okay.
The amount of days is a good approximation for the number pi.
314.
Approximation.
See,
what does that mean?
No,
what does that mean?
So I don't think this will help. It's like
I don't know. What that
it's
means,
like
my math
it's like
teacher's
a fraction.
Oh.
My math teacher's mad at me right now. I don't know.
So wait, a good approximation for pi.
I'm keeping my guess. I think I'm wrong, but
okay.
I'm gonna stick.
Sorry, have you written something?
Yeah, I wrote something.
Okay. You wrote something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, turn them and say them.
All right. I said 71.
No, you didn't. You did not say 71.
Did you know it? Did you say?
I said 71.
Okay, I did not say it was more.
That's crazy.
There's video evidence.
Dude, that's crazy because that's actually wrong.
Yeah. It's lower, yes?
No.
Or is it more? It's over 100?
I figured it was going to be a larger number.
Wait,
that's why I guess high.
Okay. Well, if you're within 10, I'll give you the point. So, Cameron, rock, paper, scissors real quick, see who goes first.
Oh, I'm great at this game.
Alright, rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot.
Yeah, wait. Shooting. No shooting.
Just figure it out.
No shooting.
Rock,
this
paper,
is
scissors.
not
Rock,
here.
paper, scissors.
Alright, he goes first.
Thank you.
You messed it up.
Yeah, I literally said rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then you were like, no, shoot.
No, did you guys notice he said it too fast? He said rock, paper, scissors. It's like there was no consistency to
I'm
rock,
sorry.
paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
That was too complicated.
That was
okay.
Alright.
Doesn't know how to play.
Just say it.
98.
129.
140. Oh, this is crazy, bro.
117.
150. Wait, there's no way.
Oh gosh.
Did you forget?
211.
What did you say?
211.
100.
Lower or higher?
I'm not telling you. Just get within 10. Just get within 10.
Can we just
181.
No.
180.
That was bad. That was stupid. Go.
Did you say 170 already?
No.
Rapid fire.
Okay, 173.
It's not in the hundreds. It's not in the 100s.
Okay.
Okay, 220.
Yeah. 227 days.
Let's go.
Damn.
No, that was.
Dude, you were so close. You said 211.
Yeah.
You were 6 away. Okay.
Wait.
6 away from
being 10
Oh, okay,
away.
okay. I was about to say.
Okay, next question. That
I was
took
like,
way
he
too
got
long.
cheated for a point.
Okay. Okay, this is the first. This was the first movie in 7 years to receive the Oscar for Best Director without winning the Oscar for Best Motion Picture. The previous movie was what?
By you mean Best Picture?
Best
I
picture,
guess.
yeah.
The previous movie to do that. You said within how long?
Set within 7 years.
Within 7 years.
7 years.
So 7 years. Is it? It was 2012, 2013 when Life of Pi came out.
It is.
Oh my god,
Why
I
did
should
not?
know this.
It's 2012. It's
2012. So
Yeah.
two.
All right,
So something came out in 2005.
well, 2000 and
5.
I think it came out in 2004, and then the 2005 Oscars, unless I'm interpreting that wrong.
Yeah.
I will say you're interpreting it wrong.
Okay.
This movie came out in 2005.
Okay.
It came out in 2005. So the last movie to win Best Director and not win Best Picture. Is that it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is this a director that we've talked about before?
Yes.
Okay.
Like here? We've talked about here?
Very recently. That's all I'm going to say.
Who else? We didn't even say a director's name today.
That's hilarious.
Who did we...
Ang Lee. There's no way it's him.
Oh, wait, when did that come out?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
What
well,
are you saying?
I guess I'll just...
Okay. I think I know what it is.
Guess I'll just take a
It's
lot.
a very long name, unfortunately, so I don't know. I think I spelled it wrong.
Can I just say it? I gotta erase this. I forgot to erase my 71.
I have mine written if he's...
Well, I need you to write it down.
You think I'm gonna lie?
I think.
Well,
You
if
can
said-
let me go
if-
first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if he says it first.
This just prevents cheating.
I'm
Okay,
not
whatever.
gonna
Don't say
cheat.
it. Whatever, say it.
Brokeback Mountain.
Okay, what'd you put?
Ang Lee, so Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, it is Brokeback Mountain. Also directed by Ang Lee.
Yeah.
He keeps copying my answers, bro.
Also, okay, well, wait.
Well,
Wait, honor system, what's the question?
What do you mean?
What's the question? Like, reread the exact question.
First movie in 7 years to receive.
Okay, give him the point, but not me, because I put Ang Lee and not Brokeback Mountain.
You put Ang Lee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite
That's
movie,
crazy.
Ang Lee.
Yeah, because I was thinking the actual
This
director.
dumbass motherfucker.
He got confused when it started.
But also, wait, hold on. Why are you calling me a dumbass? I could have just taken that point. But
No,
then
you would not have taken it. We would have shared it.
But no, what he's saying is, if he didn't say something, y'all would neither be able
Exactly.
to get the point.
You're probably thinking
He
you're
was-
like, oh, Hulk. That's what he
He
was
was-
thinking of. He was thinking of it for Hulk.
It was honor code. dude.
True.
Okay, next question. Near the end of the movie, Ang Lee wanted to have people welcome Pi when he finally arrived on land, as it happens in the book. When filming was taking place in Taiwan, the casting director was unable to find enough foreigners to fill the role who were available at the time. The scene was changed, and the tiger looks back before it roams off into the woods. There's actually no question on that one. I forgot.
That would have
I just
been so much. I'm sure in the book it works, but I feel like that would have been so much worse. Like it's way
I
more
agree. It
powerful.
would've been
What I
worse.
was gonna say. I think the ending is, or that part is amazing.
It speaks to the isolation.
It's
too.
better, yeah. That like it also adds more to like the reality thing where like nobody else sees the tiger.
Yeah.
And then they don't come and find him until afterwards. Yeah, that would have been way worse, I think. With
That's
all the big
that's
crowd.
also interesting though to think about, like in the book, like if it is the tiger or if it's the man, and they get greeted by all these people.
Mhm.
Anyways, next question.
And Tiger just comes in and like attacks all of them.
How many animals were harmed during this movie?
Ooh. Okay.
So how many
I do
animals?
know this.
How many animals were on the boat?
Are you saying in the movie or in the making of the movie?
Like the making of the movie. Sorry, that's not clear.
Okay,
How
so-
many animals were harmed during the
Production.
making? Yeah, during
Mhm.
production.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this is
Both written down.
Mhm.
Both show 'em.
I put 0.
I put Zed.
That is correct.
I don't think that it can be released.
The American Humane Association
Yep.
honored the animal action. No animals were harmed.
Yeah.
That's no points for either.
Except
okay.
for the orangutan.
We have 3 questions left. And
Okay.
We're both tied at 3.
Okay.
This is the goofs section.
Okay.
Okay. This just starts with the question. Can bananas float?
Bro, I know this.
Why do you say it like that? I know this.
Wait, by goofs. Okay, you gave it away.
Shut up, dude.
You gave it away, bro. You gave it away.
No, I'm gonna stick with it. I don't want to change it. I'm gonna use my information.
Show 'em.
Cameron, you say yours first?
No.
Mine was Jordan, the hit movie from Jordan Peele. Nope. But I wrote no.
Nope.
So why do you think it's no?
Because I thought yes, but then it's in the goof section, which if you're going off of IMDb, the goof section is things that they got wrong in the film that are inaccurate. So that's why I'm pretty certain that it's no.
Yeah, but they also say that guy has a line later where
One
he's
of the
like,
Japanese
bananas don't float.
investigators claims that bananas
Exactly.
do not float. This can be easily proven wrong with a simple experiment.
Wait.
Fresh bananas do indeed float.
Okay, so we both got it wrong.
You both got that.
Okay, so
incorrect.
I was right.
You were thinking on the right track, but you put the wrong answer.
Okay.
No, like as in because you said that, like he was right in thinking like because it's a goof, like oh yeah, but
Yeah,
anyway,
I forgot about that line.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, of course bananas float. That was my first guess. Should have gone with my gut.
How many gods does Hinduism have?
Like an approximate number or just like in the range?
That's unfortunate. I feel bad for not knowing this answer.
Just write a number and closest one.
I guess it depends. Like there's like main ones that everybody knows of. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, I agree that there's a few ones that I could name, but
well, you cannot name this many gods. I will say that.
I already know.
Okay.
Show your answers.
Okay, I said 10.
I said 1,000 plus.
Well, Chris got it. Pi says that Hinduism has 33 million gods and goddesses.
There you go.
In Indian English, the word crore, which means 10 million, is used rather than million. A fundamental belief in Hinduism is that there are 33 crore gods and goddesses. This converts to 330 million, not 33 million.
Nice.
So a little bit more than
A little bit
more than 10.
Yeah. But hey.
I had no clue, so that was a shot in the dark.
This one is fun.
I didn't remember that line at all, so.
Right.
I just knew it, but I did remember the line too.
Write as many numbers of pi that you can.
Bro, that okay. Shoot. Okay, this is not fair. I'll say this right now. This is.
Yikes.
Okay. What if I get the last few? Because I kind of just freeballed it.
It has to be consecutively.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna. My last couple were definitely wrong, but you definitely got more. You definitely got more than me.
Wait.
Did you look at his board?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I remember one.
It's trivial. Why do I need to know this?
Are you peeking?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Dude, I'm not cheating. Why would
It's
I
on
cheat?
video. It's on video. If he's cheating, then they can do eye tracker.
I look at how bright your screen is, but I'm not cheating.
Okay.
If I was
Is it too
cheating,
bright
then I'd
for
get
you?
everything wrong. Well, yeah, it's distracting. It's like a bright light.
Okay.
All right. Show your boards.
All right. So I'll show it to them.
3.141596.
Okay.
You didn't even write that
all
many
I know
numbers.
is 3.14, but I kind of freeballed it. So I said 3.1457.
I had 157. So
3.1457.
Yeah.
Okay. Cameron.
Are we equal? I feel like
Cameron wins.
let's go. It's 5'9", right?
It's 3.14159.
Let's go. What's after that?
26535.
Oh, I had 6. There's a 2 before it.
Pi equals that amount of that number. When standing in French class talking about his name, Pi writes the number pi to 9 digits after the decimal point. According to mathematical rounding rules, the 9th digit should be 4, not 3.
Also, it is possible to memorize as many digits of pi as pi did.
Well, I know it's possible.
I think the world record is a few thousand, right?
I know it's possible.
I have
It's
no
not
idea.
practical.
Oh, for
someone
sure.
that
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
But it's. I mean, I think he could have done it. I
Yeah.
think he did do it.
Y'all done made my job extremely difficult.
Why is that?
Y'all just tied, so I'm gonna have to find another question. Let's see.
I know a way.
I'm gonna find something.
Okay, because I have an idea.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want it.
Dude, that is interesting. Actually.
That's okay. We'll let him do his thing.
Well, okay. Well, give me your idea.
My idea was we're gonna say our ratings at the end, right?
Yeah.
Me and Cameron could try to guess each other's.
Okay.
Ratings.
That's a good one. If you're good with that.
Or okay.
We
try
to
guess each other's. You have to guess closest number to my rating that you guess that I think.
Can we do like? Oh, okay.
What were you gonna say?
Never mind.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So,
I guess should we wait? Are we?
We don't have to use our whiteboard anymore, do we?
Is this when we all write our ratings down?
No.
Then?
Well.
I'll just keep it.
Are we getting ahead of ourselves?
Oh yeah. We're at ratings. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm gonna put my rating at the top, and then
let me put this here. I
think Alek
to show Chris.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wrote this out. As our rating system doesn't have to be the same.
I'm gonna read this out.
Well,
or if you can read it.
Yeah. I'm gonna. So our rating system is gonna be from 1 to 100, and it can kind of be like however you decide to do it. But a little thing I wrote out is it's broken into 10 parts, all with 10 points. So we have direction, performance, entertainment, cinematography, production design, visual, story, length, sound, other. You can interchange whatever you want into those groups if you need.
All right.
It could also be just gut reaction, gut feeling, whatever.
It's challenging because I just don't like rating other people's work unless I either really hate it or really love it. I'm not going to be using that. I just say arbitrary things.
That's fine.
Yeah, mine's going to be kind of a gut rating.
I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so on the top, guys, is my rating, which is the right rating. And then on the bottom is Alek's rating, which is probably not the best.
Yeah, I'm guessing Alek's rating at the bottom with a square around it.
Circle, because circles are cooler.
True.
Got him.
They are. I can't argue with that, honestly.
Hey,
That's where pi comes from, so.
A circle?
Yeah.
Oh, it is a circle, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I have my rating.
Okay.
I was thinking.
Are we gonna go
you
one?
want me to go last so we can see both of yours first?
Chris should go first.
Or to see your
Okay,
guesses.
so my rating. So do I show both of them?
Yeah, show both
Okay,
of
well,
them.
I'll do this. So my rating, guys, is 92.
Okay.
And then my guess for Alex, 78.
Okay. That's crazy because I gave it an 85, and I wrote that Alek was going to give it 92. So I definitely think. Well,
Alek was, because if this is the rating system he's going off of, I do know Alek loves this movie, but I think it's lower than you think because I think he's like weighing everything.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, but we'll see.
I really enjoyed that. That was actually really fun. My rating is
Okay.
an 83.
There you go. So you got it.
Chris wins the first episode of Film Refresh Pod. IMDb. You are not. Chris is IMDb.
The best boy.
And I am not.
Oh, okay.
You're the baby.
The best boy.
I don't think you want to be the
I
baby.
said the baby.
Stop with the baby comparisons.
Okay. Anyways. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Our eventual audience that we will amass.
Wait, don't we need to average our rating?
Oh yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way too much.
I completely forgot about that.
That's way too much for me. The guy who got the pie answer right should be doing that.
All right, so you gave it what, 92?
Yes.
And then you gave it
83.
83. I'm actually very surprised that you rated it lower than me, to be honest.
I rated it. I thought y'all were gonna rate it lower than me.
This used to be one of my favorite movies of
it's
all
a
time.
really good movie, but it's not like it's very nostalgic for me. But like growing up, as I've grown up, I just have what my movies are now, and it doesn't hit as hard as those do.
I think I honestly might like it more than I did when I was younger in terms of like. I really just think as soon as it hits that last act, it's just or the last act. As soon as he gets on the boat, I just love everything off of from there. But the average is 86.6666667, so that would mean an 87 would be the average score.
Let's go.
Which, yeah.
It would have been awesome though if our average was 3. like 3.14.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna change my rating. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 100.
That's insane. This is
the average still wouldn't get down to 3.
I established earlier that the whiteboard is law, so whatever's on the whiteboard.
Oh yeah, we can't change our ratings.
But I will say this movie did make me tear up. It didn't make me cry, but I teared up.
I'm trying. There was one part where I got pretty close.
There's been times where I don't know if I cried. I can't remember. I've seen this movie quite a few times, and I saw it a long time ago for the first time. But it does make me emotional. I find it hard to cry nowadays.
The emotional core is really strong of the movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm a sucker when Richard Parker leaves.
I agree.
I get teary eyed, but also like, animals. You do stuff to animals, and I'm just like there. I'm sad already.
For sure.
So like when the monkey and the zebra, OJ and I don't remember the zebra's name.
I don't remember.
That was very sad. Frank. So this episode was my episode. I chose Life of Pi. So each one of us will choose a movie a month, and we'll watch it. So next episode, we will be watching Chris's pick.
It's something that's honestly the reason I started to do filmmaking.
Yeah, and I think that was kind of the thing. We did a water thing, but also like movies that inspired us.
Yeah,
when we were younger.
Yep.
So.
And what's the movie?
Alvin and the Chipmunks 3 Chipwrecked.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
I hate you.
So, one of the greatest movies of all time should win everything at the Oscars.
True. VFX just as good as Life of Pi, if not better, obviously.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the way they do Alvin. Alvin's hair.
Can I mention one thing that we didn't mention about Life of Pi that is going to make Chris really happy, which is that this VFX studio is actually very famous for their work on animals. And one thing that they are very famous for is because they animated Scooby-Doo in the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh,
same studio.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cue outro music.
Goodbye.
Bye.